Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, this is my first time doing a cake. I got the Betty Crocker instant mix over here. So the instructions are at the back. Again, I just need these ingredients over here: 3 eggs, 1 cup of water, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So all right, let's go ahead and start. Yeah. Again, I've never done a cake before, so I'm just doing a instant cake mix. Later on, if I get more confident in doing this one, I might just also use build from scratch and actually use a cake mix doing a cake. But now, since I have no experience, I'm just gonna do you know an instant cake mix so that I know it's like less failure whenever you're following the instructions. So I'm just pouring the cake mix right now on the bowl. And while I was doing this, I realized that it's not big enough, so I need to transfer the cake mix to a bigger container. I don't have a bigger bowl, so I had to use a Tupperware instead to move it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm transferring the cake mix to the bigger Tupperware, and then pour the other wet ingredients, the vegetable oil, then 1 cup of water, and then I'll add the eggs too. 3 eggs. On the instruction, it just says what do you call this? Aggressively mix or the ingredients for 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna do that. So it doesn't really require you to use a cake mixer or yeah, a blender or whatever. So I'm just gonna do that. Try to make sure all the ingredients are mixed, especially the egg. And I don't want I mean, you can't really avoid probably if you're not doing a mixer to have a residue of the cake mix left, but you try to get as much as you can. All right, we're gonna preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna spray pan the pan. Sometimes if you get rush, you sometimes forget to spray the pan. It's critical steps so that the cake won't actually stick to the pan, even though some of the pan are already non-stick. Alright, I'm just gonna do this one, and then once the oven is ready, I am just going to put it inside. And again, the recommended baking time was around 28 to 33 minutes, but I'm gonna do 30 minutes instead and just see how it goes. Again, I can always test if the cake is cooked by using a toothpick and try to see if the cake center is still wet or dry. Yeah, so I'm gonna set it at 30 and just wait. Alright, and then I think it's done. Timer's up, and then yeah, it looks like this. So I'm gonna grab it. It's gonna be hot, and I'm just gonna let it cool for a bit, and then I will transfer the cake to a bigger pan over there, so I can put some icing on it. Again, I don't know how to make icing, so I bought the ones that they sell for cupcakes, and I'll just try to make it work. Later on, if I buy some tools, I know if you do an icing, you have to get the applicator for the icing, whatever, so you can actually spread it more, and then you can apply more icing to the cake. Alright, I'm just gonna drop it, and it came off easy. So alright, so I'm just gonna use the cupcake icing over here. I'm just gonna try to make it fancy over here. Yeah, if I have more, I'm guessing it would not really it would be more even. It's not gonna show dark spots, whatever. But again, I'm just gonna try to cover as much surface I can, and go from there. Because again, I only have one, so if I have two probably of those cupcake icing, whatever, I can probably make it more like even and kind of like actually like blue. And I'm just gonna use the white for design. Again, I don't know how to do this one, so I'm just making up the design over here. And since the design was a star, I decided also to like make one. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video.